Just listen. Crickets. All the insects, whatever they are. I don't know the names of them all, but. And the faint sound of the river and the rapids down there. Solitude. Solitude. I just hope those half-cooked mushrooms and the steak that I'm not sure was cooked or not doesn't give me food poisoning in the morning. Well, I decided I wanted to go solo camping by myself. It's been many years since I've done that. And here I am on the river. Not telling you which river, but I'm on my uncle's property here, Jim Kinson. And I'm gonna go camping somewhere. I was back here earlier, scouting out for deer hunting. Found the place I wanted to camp. Somewhere around in here, but I don't know where exactly it was at. I think it was right here with this board. I've got about 500 pounds of stuff in my pack in this cooler. This is it. I gathered up some chert earlier. I found. Here's my supper. Got some chert earlier I found. If I can bust it up. I know it's got some cracks in it, but yeah, I guess this will be home for the night. Right here on the banks of the river, little rapids. Okay, make sure there ain't no big hornet's nest up there, or dead tree's gonna fall on me, or coons living in that tree. I just started walking from my uncle's place. I got along the river, I heard this big crash, boom. I mean, this huge tree branch come out of the tree. You can't see it because it's about 200 miles down that way, but I mean, it was half a tree. It come down in the river, made a great big splash. And I thought, well, that's a bad omen, but well, been planning this all year, so I'm not quitting now. Well, that's ash, but I don't see any. Most ash trees are dead anymore. I think it's ash too, but they look healthy. Don't see any widowmakers so far. That tree crashing in the river spooked me a little bit, but yeah, I'll clear this out. I'm gonna build a fire first and get the fire hot so I can cook supper on it before it gets dark, and I can set the tent up whilst the fire's getting ready. I'll probably build the fire down there on the bank. Got a nice bed of coals here. Preparing for supper. Got the tent set up. One of the poles, the elastics out of it, and so I'm missing a section. So it's a broke down leaning tent on the side of a hill. I don't know how comfortable it's going to be. I was going to buy one of those net hammocks that you know that like the mosquitoes can't get you in, but you know, I didn't get around to it, and it was too late. I'm running out of time, so we're gonna cook supper here. I'm gonna cook supper. Put the champagne in the refrigerator there. So see how this turns out. All right, I got supper on the stove. I'm not a very good campfire cook. I got a couple steaks hanging there, and mushrooms and the onions on that rock. Mushrooms and onions on this shish kebab that's bending over and burning in the fire. Still got some stuff left, but yeah, nothing ever turns out as planned, you know. But whatever. Just might have to move the fire over, move that stick over closer to the steaks, but we'll see how this turns out. If not, I always got that. Okay. Champagne Vive Mon Insigne, whatever in French. Product of France. Let's see if I can figure out how to open it. Right in the river. I don't know if you can see it. There goes the cork. And there goes the cork. Getting ready to go by the big rock there. Sound like a gunshot. Everybody in the world's probably won't know what the hell's going on back here. But here we go. Well, the sun's probably set. Well, or setting. Can't see it, but still cooking here. I wasn't prepared. This is like a last minute deal here, you know. Just grab some stuff from home and make some food and whatever, you know, and just a lot of work. I've got 50 things going. I can't check the steaks because I'm trying to make these and whatever. But oh well, I'm having fun. Steak's done. I was sitting there on that rock. Half of it's burnt. There's still moist in the middle. But man, it's good. This one's a little sandy, just dropped on the ground, but I'm not gonna waste a good steak after I spent all the time cooking it. Man, so you guys can taste it. Smoky. I guess it's done, I don't know. Tastes like it is. Got my shish kebab there. Got mushroom, like purple onion, green onion, or red onion, whatever the hell they're called. Mushroom. That'll be good, maybe. I hope. All I got is 2 pieces of steak, and if those don't turn out, I got some red vine candy and some sunflower seeds. If I can shoot a coon tonight, we can fry that up. I don't have fishing pole, so won't be eating any fish. One thing about these steaks, the bottom where it's hung down over the fire is kind of crispy. But the top is about medium well done. Man, it's fantastic. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's astonishing to describe how it tastes. Man. But yeah, I haven't really relaxed and enjoyed anything yet. I've been so busy cooking and getting firewood and setting up tents and messing with food, and I haven't really done much yet, but yeah, night's not as upon me. Well, I finally sat down. I've been here, I don't know, 2-3 hours. I finally sat down on a rotten piece of wood here, but I've been up. I mean, I've squatted a few times by the fire, but been up cooking, gathering wood, whatnot. The tent, it's just dickered. I mean, it's leaning. I end up cutting a piece of wood, like a rose bush, and jamming up there to make the tent pole a little longer. But it's all cattywampus. But as long as it keeps the mosquitoes off me, that's all that matters. Well, I put some spray on earlier, but I've sweated it off, I'm sure. But I really don't have any buzzing in my ear. I mean, earlier today when I was scouting around to find a place to deer hunt out here, I'd sprayed a repellent on my face and ears, and they were still buzzing my ears. You know how they get there into this squeal. But so far so good. I just have enough wood to last for the night, because if not, I'm gonna be freezing. It's supposed to be down to low 40s, I think. I always have a sweatshirt, always have a jacket. I was in a hurry to come out here, forgot. I left it in my car, but we'll survive. It'll put hair on my chest if it gets cold. Whatever, I got a sleeping bag, I wrap up that, make a shawl out of it if I have to. But I should be okay inside the tent. I got wood, I can come down here and warm up, sleep with hot rocks or whatever I have to do. Well, to describe what it's like here, because you can see absolutely nothing but the fire in darkness, And hell, you can't even see can't see anything but the fire. It's pitch dark, except for a few rocks. I don't know if you can see them in the water there. And quiet, just insects. Or a stick snapper there. I think a twig fell. Sometimes a breeze picks up. I mean, I can't even see where the river is. I know it's in front of me. So if I was woke up drunk tonight, I'd go for a walk, I would fall in the river because you can't see it. And there's occasionally like glowworms. You see stuff glowing in the weeds and on the ground. I think it's lightning bug larvae, but glowworms, whatever you see, those little things glowing occasionally in the ground. That's it. There's a breeze picking up now. I can kind of make out the sky above the river with the trees clear. A little bit of a glow to it, but I mean, it's pitch black out here. But it's peaceful. I've got this obsidian knife blade, which I know you cannot see. I'm going to try to make a primitive knife. This is like rainbow obsidian, I think. But got a knife handle. I found a piece of, I think it's northern white cedar. I found it in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in June up in Lake Huron. It was driftwood, and it was pretty cool. So I cut a piece of it off before I came out here, and I'm going to set this in the handle with some sinew. If I can see and successfully do this, I'll show you in the morning. Well, this is it. It's the next morning. Unfortunately, my phone's almost dead, and I need to save the battery as much as possible just in case I get injured on the way out and have to radio for help. Got a medevac in here, but I'm all packed up. Fire's about out. I'll put some water on here in a minute. Head home. But yeah, it was a quiet night. I first laid down, I heard something by the tent, and I thought it was a leaf falling. And I heard a little scratch on the tent, a very small animal, rodent, I don't know. I tapped on the tent and it scurried off, but coons making noise in the distance, heard coyotes howling, and an owl. But very peaceful, yeah. So I had a good time. Hope you enjoyed this boring video. We'll do some more like this one of these days. Thanks for watching.